Well, that is a good opportunity to bring in Julia Low Bue-Said. Julia, thank you very much for coming on. What's your assessment of, how this is impacting?
It's a really challenging time, and listening to Kelly there, and despite having a fantastic holiday, it's really disappointing she's in that situation. As are other travellers. The vast majority of flights are departing, are arriving back on time, or not being cancelled. So that's the positive. But in the situations that we're hearing clearly today and over the weekend, it's an industry which is trying to rebuild itself after 2 years of literally being shut down. And there are clearly bottlenecks. Nobody goes out of the way to want to disrupt holidays or travel plans. In fact, complete opposite. So as we rebuild ourselves, there are so many issues coming at the industry which are completely out of the side of its control, and causing knock-on impacts in some of these situations. So exceptionally challenging, really disappointing, and it's going to take some time to rebuild so we can ensure that travellers like Kelly and everyone else can make sure they can have the travel plans they expect, and the great service they expect.
Okay, so sometime, most people listening will be thinking, okay, what about the summer? Is that sometime? And presumably lots of people will be being put off booking in the summer. Could this be repeated then?
30% of everything my members are dealing with right now are calls from very anxious holiday makers who have bookings, whose travel plans, as far as we know right now, will take place. But they're anxious because obviously they're hearing all the disruption. There are no guarantees that by the summer things will have improved. However, as we come out of this really, really busy half-term Jubilee weekend, we will start to see the industry start to bring new staff on board. A lot of them are in training already. It will start to ease the bottlenecks, and hopefully it'll give us much more time to get the industry where it needs to be by the busy summer period.
But is it just a waiting game, or is there anything that needs to be done, that can be done?
I think there's quite a lot that can be done. I think there's quite a lot, and there are conversations that are happening with government also, who have to play a part in this as well. There are lots of issues that the industry has been speaking to government about that we really need the support on. Temporary restrictions on visas, for example. We've got a workforce that is reduced, so the employment market is full, and yet we have a workforce that is decimated. So we need to be able to look at how we can bring, improve that pool of talent that we've got, and right now it's not there. So temporary restrictions on work visas in terms of immigration, that's something that the industry has been told it cannot have.
Yeah, but I was going to say, they're not saying they're saying no to that, it looks like.
They are.
Julia, thank you so much. And Kelly too, very good luck to you and your husband. I hope you make it home on the flight that you now have been offered.